So, the other day when I went to check on my chickens, the olive egger, my sweet little olive egger, the one that is the friendliest chicken I have, the one that always comes and runs to see me, was walking really funny. She seemed to have some leg and wing paralysis and had trouble holding up her head. Now, my immediate thought was, of course, MAREK'S disease. You know, and people make a big deal about that because it's a nasty, nasty disease. If you don't know what MAREK'S is, it's essentially chicken herpes. And I mean that literally. It's a herpes virus. It's highly contagious and it can be spread from wild birds. And once it gets into your flock, it's there forever. It stays in the environment, people say, for years. And even though you can vaccinate against it, those vaccinated chickens can still get the virus and carry it and still they become carriers of the virus. So it's absolutely nasty, and if you can ever avoid having it in your flock, it's a good thing. Definitely a good thing. So anyway, I was concerned it was MAREK, so I immediately separated her. I contacted the breeder that I got her from because the black copper Moran, I got from a local breeder who I don't believe, she doesn't vaccinate her birds against MAREK. Now, all my original birds were vaccinated and my new chicks are vaccinated. So they're all essentially protected, but it still concerns me because, obviously I don't want this bird to suffer. Usually what happens with MAREK's, more and more paralysis develops until they can't feed and water themselves and they die. So I separated her. I actually put her down with the goats because I thought that was the most secure place for her so predators couldn't get her because I don't have a second coop. So I put her down there, and it actually kind of works out as like roommates. The goats leave her alone. And I've been, every day, twice a day, I've been hand feeding and watering her, actually holding her, dipping her head into the water, dipping her head into the food to make sure she can eat, and she has been eating. And I also, it was suggested by the breeder that I try giving her polyvisol, and this is without iron. This is actually an infant multivitamin supplement, and you just put a dropper full in the chicken's water. It helps them just in case of vitamin deficiency. It gives them a little something extra. So I think this might be improving. I went in to check on her today, and she's still a little limp, but she's actually walking around, and her head seems to be functioning much better. Before, she couldn't even pick it up. She was wandering around the barn and eating whatever the goats dropped because they're slobs. So I'm hoping she's on the mend, and I'm hoping it was a vitamin deficiency after all, because I really, really don't want MAREK'S. One, I don't want her to suffer from MAREK'S, and I don't want MAREK'S on my homestead because it will never go away. And then I'll be stuck forever, if I breed my own chickens, forever vaccinating the chicks. Or I have to do something horrible like breed and try to get a resistant, a line of chickens, but that would require, a vast majority of them suffering and agonizing death just so I can breed the survivors. So in general, I think it's good news. It's on the mend. I'll definitely keep you updated. Just to stay in the loop, subscribe, and thank you for joining me on this journey.